Have you ever noticed something strange? Some of the smartest people you know are constantly stressed about money. Not because they're unemployed, not because they're irresponsible, but because no matter how much they earn, it never seems to be enough. They went to university, built careers, and work long hours. Some make $60,000 a year. Some make $100,000. And yet, at the end of every month, they still feel financially trapped. Not poor enough to panic, but never financially free enough to breathe. And the uncomfortable part is that most of them genuinely believe they're doing everything right. A 29-year-old marketing manager in London earns around £4,200 a month after tax. Sounds decent. On paper, it looks successful. But then reality starts subtracting from the paycheck. $1,600 for rent, $450 for the car payment, $300 for fuel and insurance, $250 for student loans, $400 for groceries, $300 for eating out, subscriptions, and small online purchases that don't feel expensive individually. Then a vacation payment, a new phone upgrade, and a few weekends out with friends. And suddenly, the month is over. Nothing catastrophic happened. No financial emergency. No reckless gambling. Just modern life. And that's exactly why this problem is so dangerous. Because it doesn't feel like a mistake. Feels normal. The same thing happens in the United States. A software employee in Chicago earns $85,000 a year, which sounds objectively good. But after federal taxes, health insurance, retirement deductions, and state taxes, the actual monthly income feels much smaller. Then comes the mortgage, car payments, credit card balances, streaming subscriptions, student debt, and social pressure. And one expense that quietly destroys more financial progress than people realize is lifestyle inflation. The moment income increases, lifestyle increases with it. A slightly better apartment, a slightly newer car, better restaurants, better clothes, more convenience, and eventually, the person making $85,000 starts feeling almost as financially stressed as the person making $45,000. Not because they're bad with money, but because human psychology adapts faster than income grows. And this is where smart people often struggle the most. Because intelligence does not automatically protect people from emotional spending. In fact, highly educated people are sometimes better at justifying bad financial decisions. They can explain why they deserve the expensive car, why the luxury apartment helps their productivity, and why upgrading their lifestyle is reasonable. And to be fair, sometimes it is reasonable. The problem is repetition. Tiny financial upgrades repeated over years become upgrades, from a reliable used car to a new SUV costing $750 per month. First, it feels manageable. It's just another monthly payment. But most people never calculate the full cost. And emotional pressure creates financial decisions that logic alone usually cannot stop. That's why many intelligent people remain financially stuck for decades. Not because they lack information. Most already know basic financial advice. Spend less than you earn. Avoid unnecessary debt. Invest consistently. People have heard this thousands of times. The issue is deeper than knowledge. It's behavioral, psychological. Modern economies are built around making consumption feel urgent and saving feel boring. Buying something gives immediate emotional reward. Saving money gives almost no emotional reaction at all. At least not immediately, which means financially intelligent behavior often feels emotionally unrewarding in the short term. And this creates a strange paradox. Many people who appear wealthy are actually financially fragile. High income, expensive car, nice apartment, designer clothes, but almost no real margin for error. One layoff, one recession, one medical emergency, and suddenly the entire lifestyle becomes difficult to maintain. Meanwhile, some financially secure people look surprisingly average from the outside. Because real wealth usually looks quieter than social media suggests. Financially intelligent people often think differently about ownership and freedom. They don't automatically ask, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" They ask, "How much future freedom does this cost me?" That question changes everything. Because money is not only about lifestyle. It's about flexibility, the ability to say no to bad jobs, the ability to survive difficult years, the ability to make decisions without panic. And ironically, many high earners slowly trade away that flexibility in exchange for lifestyles they barely have time to enjoy. None of this means people should never enjoy life. That's not realistic. And it's not the point. The point is awareness. Understanding that financial stress often doesn't come from one terrible decision. It comes from dozens of ally-accepted decisions repeated for years without reflection. And once people recognize that, they usually start seeing money differently, not emotionally, not performatively, just more clearly, because staying broke is rarely about intelligence. Most of the time, it's about unconscious patterns that feel normal simply because everyone else is doing them too. If you enjoyed this kind of calm, psychology-based finance discussion, you can subscribe for more videos like this.